Okay, so basically today we will have um as usual 4 exercises.
Mm.
So one is just exercise 1 as usual. 4 exercises. Okay, so exercise 1 is small talk. Exercise 2 is, wait a second, question and answer. Exercise 3 is homework comprehension. Exercise 4 is presentation. Okay,
Okay.
or discussion. Presentation and discussion. Okay, so after that we are going to do reflection. So we start with small talk, in which I ask you about the week. So how was last week? So anything interesting happened last week?
Um, Last week I go shopping too.
Okay,
I uh I go to department store to buy a shoes
okay,
because last month next month I
okay.
will go to China, so I think I need a pair of shoes that is good for work.
Ah, I see. Okay. So how long will you be in China?
About 4 days because I need to work.
Okay. So where in China will you be?
uh, in Chinese is Nanjing.
Ah, I think I've heard of that before.
Oh really?
Nanjing?
Yeah, Nanjing.
Nanjing.
Yeah. You
Okay.
have been there before?
No, I have never been to China,
Oh,
but maybe I have heard about it somewhere. Maybe in an
oh.
article or something. So what will you do in China? What kind of work?
Uh, no, I'm going there to meet my friend,
Okay.
but I have work in Taiwan, so I cannot stay there for a long time.
Ah, I see. So
Yeah.
you are not going to China for work,
No, I
for to
just
meet
go
your
there
friend.
to meet my friend.
Ah, okay, I see. Okay.
She study in there as there, so I I went there, go there, and she
Okay.
will take me to any place I want to go in Nanjing.
Ah, she will take you sightseeing.
Yes.
I see. So, how many hours does it take to go from Taiwan to Nanjing? Nanjing.
About 2 hours and 30 minutes.
2 hours and a half. Okay.
Mm.
2 hours and a half. Okay. So, so the pair of shoes that you bought was for work, not for going to China.
No, it's for going
Ah,
to China, not
just
for work.
just for work. Okay, I see. Okay.
Mm.
So okay, so what else? Do you have
And
anything else to share?
can can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How about your weekend? That's
Um,
week.
how was last week for you?
Oh, how was last week for
Nothing interesting actually,
you? Mm?
because I go to my university every day and stay at the laboratory from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m.
Uh,
So during that time, I usually do experiments or read papers. Read mm, yeah, scientific papers. So so nothing interesting.
is Japanese mornings highways have many people?
Hmm? One more time, please.
Is Japan's no Japan's uh, morning
Morning.
in train station
Ah, I see.
have many people like TV can watch it.
I see. I
It
see. So are there many people at the station in the morning?
yes.
Actually, the place that I'm living is uh is is not as big as Tokyo.
uh,
So we don't take the train to university, but we usually cycle. So we take the bicycle to university.
uh,
So
uh,
during that time, many people on bicycle go to the university, especially before at 8:30 a.m.
uh,
because the first class starts at 8:30 a.m. So maybe at 8:20, something like that, many people come with bicycle.
uh,
Yes.
yeah, because I watch TV in Taiwan. That's
Okay.
Japanese people morning. Japan, Japan, and that's many people at the station in the morning.
Yeah.
The police just push into the train.
Yeah. Actually, that is in Tokyo, and
uh,
it is during the rush hour. So usually rush hour are in the morning and also in the evening when people go to work and come back
come
home from work.
yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Okay, so I think that's all for small talk. So let us do question and answer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So for question and answer, so today we will have to ask about two questions each. Okay, at least two
Okay.
questions each. We have to ask at least two questions each. Okay. So I'm going to show you the examples of questions that you can ask. Okay,
Mm.
so please see over here. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, so our topic for last week was about how to improve our communication skills, right?
Yes.
So the question list is based on the article that was given during that was given with your homework, and the
Mm.
first question is this is I think maybe a sentence from the article. So the speaker says most of us don't listen with the intent to understand, we listen with the intent to reply. Okay. Okay, so can you
Mm.
please read this one until this one?
Sorry, I don't hear you.
Sorry. So can you please read
Read.
the part that I highlighted?
Uh, mm, okay. So I
Can
read
you
read
please
the
read?
first question, right?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, Stephen Covey
Covey.
said most Covey said most of us don't listen with the intent to understand. We listen with the intent to reply. Have
Okay.
you ever had similar experience?
Okay, very good. So most of us don't listen with the intent to understand. We listen with the intent to reply. So do you understand what this sentence means?
Mm, instant to what is that mean?
Intent to means we it is something like want to. So
Mm.
most of us don't listen with the intent to understand. So it means um, most of us don't listen um, most of us don't listen and want to understand, but we listen um, because we want to reply.
Oh,
Okay.
you it means like most we listen because we don't want because we want the answer, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So okay. So please read this one.
A good conversation is like a mini skirt, short enough to retain interest, but long enough to cover the subject. My
Okay.
sister, do you agree or disagree?
Okay. Do you understand this one?
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
um.
So a good conversation is short enough so that people don't become bored, but long enough so that everything can be explained or everything can be discussed. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so what about this one?
Have you ever acted as
Acted.
acted as if you understand what people say, why you actually did not understand it?
When?
Oh, when you actually did not understand it.
Okay, so I think this is a very good question because I myself have acted as if I understand what people say when I actually don't understand. Okay. Okay, so three more. So Please read this one.
What is the best e-
Technique.
technique to
Technique.
technique,
Yes.
right?
Okay, one more time. Technique.
Technique.
Okay, very good.
Okay. What is best technique to pay attention to other carefully?
Okay, so number 5.
If you were very good at communication, would you leave chance? Chance.
Would your life?
Would you life change?
Okay, very good. Okay, last one.
When you have
Yes, very good. Conflict.
conflict with your parents, partner, friends, coworker, how do you overcome the situation?
Okay, very good. So, please choose one. Please choose one question and then ask me. Okay, and
Okay.
then I will choose a question and ask you. Okay. So,
Okay.
have you chosen your question?
Mm,
You can also open this at your computer because I
okay.
already sent the link to you. Actually, it is over here.
Um. Oh, I have pen it.
Oh, you have already printed.
Yes, I have already printed.
Oh, okay. So please look at page. What page is this? Page 3, and
Mm,
choose one question. So which question you choose? If you are already ready, if you are ready to ask me, then just ask. Okay.
okay. Mm, the last question: when you have
Okay.
conflict with your partner, parent, partner, friends, coworker, how do you overcome the situation?
Okay. So when I have a conflict with my parents, partner, friend, or coworker, how do I overcome the situation? Okay. So let me write it over here. When you have a conflict with your parents or friend, how do you overcome the situation? Okay. Actually, I sometimes have a conflict with my parents. I think maybe it is better to talk about my friends. I
Okay.
sometimes have a conflict with my friends. So what I do is that um, usually I get very shy when I have a conflict with someone.
Mm.
So I don't want to see them.
Uh,
But however, this is not what we should do. So what we should do is that we should not avoid seeing the person whom we have conflict with. So we should see the person so that we can talk and discuss about the conflict. And one more thing is that we should not become emotional because it will worsen the situation. Okay.
okay.
Okay. So do you have anything else to ask?
Mm, so so um when you have conflict with your friend, you will hide or you will get some time for you to and try to explain.
So usually I don't see the person. I don't want to see the person,
Uh,
but it is better for me to not avoid the person. So I will also try to improve myself and not be afraid to face the the problem.
oh, okay, I see.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, so I will ask you a question.
okay.
Okay, so I think number three I is the one that I want to ask. So have you ever acted as if you understand a person when you actually doesn't understand him or her? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
um,
So can you please
uh,
tell me a story?
okay, sure. Um, is that okay? When my boss, boss
Okay.
told me what I need to do and um, what he want me to do, and he he said quickly, and I don't understand it, but I will say okay, I understand, and I will try to fit it by myself. But I don't understand what he want me to do.
Hmm.
Yeah, I will try. Um, First, I will try to fit it, and I will ask him again if I um if I give him what he want me to do, and he say you do wrong or this is not what I want, and I ask him again.
Okay.
But first time I really don't understand. Many times my boss told me what I need to do. I really don't understand many times.
Okay, so have you ever told your boss that he or she speaks too fast?
No, because I don't know how to tell him that he speak too fast. I because he is a big man.
Okay.
Yes,
So you are afraid?
yes. Sometimes, sometimes I'm afraid, but sometimes if he is very um, very
Angry? Moody?
uh, um wait, uh, What does that mean?
Yes.
Mm,
Is it a bad thing?
rule.
Rule?
Um,
Rude? Is it rude?
rude. Yes. If he's rude or he didn't listen to me.
Okay.
If we are communicate, he just talk by himself, and
Ah.
he didn't listen to me. And I will say, can you just listen to me and stop talking? Sometimes,
Okay.
sometimes if I was really angry.
Mm.
But
So
this is not good to talk to both.
so maybe you should try to talk to him and tell him to speak slower so that you you can understand every word that he says.
Um, uh, I know how to explain in Chinese, but I don't know how to say in English.
Okay.
For example, when we are try to do some project,
Okay.
and he told me that this water need to put 250 more,
Okay.
and I I listen to put I put 250 more in the bottle, but
Okay.
he will say not 250 more. Is all bottle in um we put water in the bowl, and he say the bowl needs 250 more, not water in the bowl need 250 more.
Ah. Okay. So it different thing. So he said the bowl is
Yes,
250,
but
but not the water.
yeah, all the
Mm.
things need 250 more in the bowl, but not just water 250 more.
Ah. Okay. So he is very hard to understand. Is
Yes,
it?
it's very hard to understand
So
because when I taught something and he is taught another things, we cannot match.
I see. So that is not because he speaks very fast, but his way of speaking maybe.
Yeah. Oh yes, a way of his speaking.
So that is a very big problem because if you cannot communicate with him, then you will have miscommunication.
Yes.
So that is why you don't know which one needed to be 250 milliliters.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, so please try to improve um, your communication with your boss so that you can do better job. Maybe maybe you need to try to understand his way of speaking.
Yes. I will try.
Okay, thank you very much for the second exercise. So let us do homework comprehension. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so for homework comprehension, it is on page 4. So we are going to talk a little bit about the homework last week. Okay, so let's just speak a little bit because after this we are going to do discussion. So
Okay.
what do you like about the article? And And the second one is, do you think the article is useful for for your communication skill?
Mm, what do you like about the article?
Yes.
Um, I like that the speaker
Okay.
tell us have 10 ways to have better conversation. Is really is really useful in the future in my life.
Okay.
Yeah. So, um, so for example, um, about the um, is the next questions just like our prepared class?
Um, I don't think there was this question in the private class. So
Okay.
so yes, do you think the article is useful for your communication skill?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think the article is useful for my communication skill.
Okay.
Mm, because that 10 ways is very important and very useful. Like listen to listen carefully, and if you don't know, say that you don't know. Just like you don't understand what others talking about, and you just ask. Don't try to don't try to um, don't try to think about what they are talking about.
Okay.
Mm. And an important thing that I need to learn is be fair,
Be
eh?
fair.
Be
Okay.
brief,
Be brief. Yes.
yeah, be brief because it's very important.
Okay, that's very good. Okay, so yes, because we already talked about the homework a lot during the private class, so maybe we will just move on to the presentation. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, so let us see page 5. Okay, so the presentation topic for today is the way I develop my communication skills in daily life. Okay,
mm.
so please tell me about how you develop your communication skills in daily life. Okay, so
How?
you'll have to speak for at least 2 minutes. Okay,
Okay,
so please write down your points, and we will start at 9. I will give you 3 minutes. 9:37. Okay.
okay,
Okay, so please start writing your points. You can ask questions if you have. Okay.
okay.
Okay, so it's already 9:37.
Yes.
Okay, so please give your presentation. More than 2 minutes, okay?
Okay, I'll try. The way I develop my communal skill in daily life is listen more and see more. Because when we are talking, we can learn anything. Because we just talk, we don't listen to anybody. So when someone is talking about something, I will stand by there and just listen and look, see about what they are talking about, um, and remember something that I can use in daily life. And I think this way just not only can learn a lot of things, but also improve my communication skill. For example, when my roommate is talking about um, um, oh, when my roommate one um, one of my roommates talking about a pub. She liked to go to the pub, and I'm I'm not and I not really like to go to the pub, but I like to listen to her, what she do and what she see, though what she done and what she saw in the pub. She actually she told me a lot, and I learned a lot about the culture of the pub. Yes, and my another roommate told me about the job, and she told me a lot of what she done and what she's boss say and what she's learned, and I just listen and look, and I also learn a lot of things. For example, when um, customer was angry, and what you need to say to, and what you need to talk to her or he, she or he, and that she's not angry anymore and happy to go out of the shop. Yes. Um, yes, this is what I think.
Okay, very good. So you spoke for 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Okay.
So very good. Okay, so you say that we should listen and see more. Maybe you should
Yes.
say listen and observe, because
Observe.
if we only see, we only see but do not think. But if we observe, we see, and also we wonder why. We think. Okay?
Okay.
So it is better to say listen and observe. Okay.
Mm.
So your examples are very good. So for example, this one, the first example is you don't go to pub,
Yes.
but by listening to a friend that goes to the pub, you can imagine
Yes.
what what the pub is like. Okay, that is
Yes.
very good. And also you also learn a lot from your other roommate, who tells you about what she learns during her job, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. Okay, so very very good presentation. So you give two exam, yeah, you give one one way that you try to improve your communication skills, and gave two examples about how you use the communication skills. So that was very good and informative. Okay, so let
Okay.
us move on to the next topic. So, do you think school in your country should teach effective communication? If so, how do you teach it? If not, when do you think people should learn effective communication? So, do you think what is your answer? Yes or no?
Do you think school in your country should teach effective communication? Yes.
Okay, so
So,
what kind of ways?
um, because of our now Taiwan's Taiwan's uh, um, um, because like I don't know that understand is right or not, but
Okay,
um, I think like English, our um, oh, okay, I understand now. Yes, so how do you teach it? If not, when you do think people should learn effective communication. Mm,
okay. So it's about the question. So the question is, in school, usually teachers only teach mathematics, science, English, languages, only things like that, right?
yes.
So do you think schools also should teach how to communicate between
Oh,
students, between
okay.
people? Okay, and you said yes,
Yes,
right?
I think schools really need to teach the student about effective communication
O-
because now we just talk to each other in the text messages, but
Okay,
when people face to face to communicate, we cannot say anything.
okay,
Yeah. Mm, so I think. Mm, if really have a communication class, some teacher teach communication class, I think this is a really good thing for the student, for people.
okay. So if you wanted to teach a school student how to communicate effectively, how will you do it?
Ah,
If you
um,
become the teacher. Hmm.
first I
Okay.
will take their cell phones
Okay.
in the class and try to let them talk to each others and play some games in the class to um, have more activity,
Okay.
yes, and let students speak to each other and tell them 10 ways to communication
Okay.
better than communication. Yes.
So so in every subject there are the um w- for example there are how do we say this? For example, they are theory, theory, and hands-on. Do you understand? Theory and
Two.
hands-on. Theory
And
is when you teach people. For example, tell them 10 ways to improve communication skills. So you tell them what to do. Hands-on means they do by themselves. Okay? So for
okay.
example, during science class, theory is when the teacher teaches you,
Yeah.
and hands-on is when you do the experiment by yourself.
Okay, I
Okay?
see. I got it.
So if you are going to make a communication class, which one will you have more? Theory or hands-on?
Hands on.
Okay, so what percentage?
Percentage.
Yes. Theory
Mm.
what percent and hands-on what percent?
About I think theories is more boring than hands on.
Okay.
So I think theories is 20%
Okay.
and hands on about 80% because we really need to hands on by ourselves
Okay.
and then can learn more.
Okay, that's very good. Yes, because communication, we have to do it by ourselves. We have to do it for real.
Yes,
So then only we can improve, right?
yes,
If we only listen to people say, we have to do this, we have to do that, and we don't use it in real life, maybe we won't improve, right?
yes.
Okay, I also agree with you. Maybe 20% and 80%. Okay, so thank you very much um, for your idea. So I think
Yeah.
we should also teach life skills. You know, communication skills is one of the life skills that we need
Yes.
to know before we become an adult, right?
Mm.
So I think schools should teach communication skills and they should hire you to become the teacher. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
so I think that is all for homework for exercise discussion. So let us
Yeah.
do reflection. Okay, so we will do just a quick reflection and then I will tell you about the short short test that you will be having
Okay.
on Monday next week, okay?
Mm?
Um short test that you will be having.
Oh, um I I thought it's in today.
No,
So
it's not today. It's during the next private class.
okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so because today is the last class, so I want to ask you this question. So compared to the first class, how well are you able to speak on this class? Okay? So the first class was on the, if I'm not mistaken, 3rd of October. So this is already the 24th, and this is the
Mm.
fourth class. So
Yeah.
so did you improve your English speaking skills?
Yes, I think I improved my English skill. And I feel that when I was speaking English, I feel confident. Mm. More confident.
Okay, that's very good.
And sometimes when I was watch English net
Net.
net about um, website
Oh, WhatsApp.
website
Websites.
web
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
in English website. Actually, before the class, I will just shut down or use a dictionary from
Okay.
Google. And but after all the class, nowadays I really I I I I, I think I see that I will try to understand what that website talking about.
Okay, that's very good. You
Mm.
try to
But
understand.
it is very difficult.
Yeah, because all of the words are in English, right?
Yes, all the word is in English.
Okay, so one more question. So, what do you do besides this class? What do you do to improve your English besides joining this class? Other than joining this class, what do you do?
Mm, sometimes, sometimes,
Okay.
sometimes that I will watch a magazine like in Taiwan is like Let's Talk in English or Advanced English magazine, or
Okay.
I will listen English music, and sometimes I will try to speak with my uncles because he is American people.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, that's
but
very good.
it's very difficult for me to talk to my uncle because he has a poker face. Poker face.
Okay, I see. So he has no expression
Yeah.
because he has a poker face. Okay, that's very good. I think you are doing lots of things to improve your English besides joining this class.
Mm.
So for the next class, maybe you will have the same teacher, or maybe you will change the teacher. I don't know, but please keep speaking English so that you can improve more. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let us look at the short test. So I think I already showed it to you.
Yes.
So have you seen all of the contents in the short test?
A question?
Yes, all the questions. Have you read all the questions?
Yes.
Okay, so are there anything that you don't understand or you want to ask?
Mm, in the speaking questions,
Okay.
this is not question we has asked before, so I need to answer again,
What do
or
you mean?
I can answer another experience.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. Can you tell me the experience when you had miscommunication?
Ah, okay. So you this one we have done during the private class, you mean?
Yes.
It's okay. It's up to you.
uh,
You can use the same experience,
mm.
but what I'm going to see is how well you speak.
Oh,
Okay?
okay.
So if you use the same experience and you can speak well, so that is very good. But if you use a different experience and you can speak well, that is also very good.
okay. I
Okay?
see. Mm.
Okay, so what about the other questions? So over here you are going to write in 8 minutes.
Okay.
Okay?
So I cannot write very long sentence because
It
I have to type.
yes,
Right?
you have to type. So maybe you can try to practice typing
Mm.
so that you can type within 8 minutes.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm.
So because I'm going to see you type.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
you know the Google Doc,
Google.
Google Doc over here. When I open your do you remember your homework?
Yes.
So let us see your homework. Okay. This is I think your homework. Ah no. This is not the one. Can you open this one?
Okay. I see. Uh,
This one, the one after thank you.
homework week 2,
Homework week 3.
week 3.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Week 3. Yes. I
Okay. So okay, so look at the bottom over here.
yes.
Okay, now look at the file, okay?
Mm.
So I am going to write.
Whoa.
So can you see? Can you see?
Oh, you type. I can see it.
Yes, so I can see you typing.
Oh.
So I know if you copy paste or yeah, or something like that, okay?
Okay. I see. I should really type, not
Yes.
copy anything. Right?
Yes, and maybe you can also show your screen to me
Oh.
so that I can see.
How to show?
Um do you see the three icons on the top right? There
Yes.
is a plus and gear and three dots.
Mm.
So you select the three dots and at the top there is share screen.
Like this.
Ah yes, like that.
Oh. So
Okay, to
so you
yes.
can see this.
Yes, I can see.
Mm. Okay.
Okay. So that is the short test for next week, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that is the end of our class today. So do you have any questions to ask?
No.
No questions. Okay, so I will see. Next Monday is okay, right? For the
Yes.
private class.
I see.
Can you see me? Can you tell me what time?
Um, mm, can you wait me for a minute?
Okay.
1 minute.
Okay.
Okay. Um, um, about 8 p. 9 p.m. in Japan is alright, or 8 p. 8 and a half.
9 8 9 is okay.
No, it's okay.
9 is okay.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I will see you on 9 p.m.
Mm,
next week on Monday, okay?
okay.
Okay, so please study, please prepare for your test, and
Okay.
I will see you next week, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Good night.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.